we've got to talk about dominating the Google My Business map pack, right? And what we need to do in order to rank you inside of the top 3 spots for the Google My Business stack, right? What we want to do is we want to figure out exactly what we can do to influence customers finding you. And how we do that is we get you into the top 3 spots. So I'm going to use Calgary, Alberta, for example. This is a Canadian-based area. So we got Reborn Renovations, Ultimate Homes and Renovations, and Vision Custom Renovations, right? I told you renovations is a big deal when it comes to this sort of thing in Canada. But basically, Reborn Renovations, not always is it that the person with the most reviews wins, right? So what the heck is going on? If that's the case, like these guys don't have the most reviews. Ultimate Home Renovations has the most reviews, but these guys have a lot less reviews, about 9 actually less reviews. Maybe their rating factor is going to be an example, but it's actually not the most important factor. Quality of reviews, where the reviews are coming from, how often the reviews are being captured, whether or not those reviews are being directed back to your website and your landing page, and Google's being able to pair up your reviews to the actual landing page in and of itself. There are so many factors that go into that, that play into that when it comes to growing your rankings on your website, that you've got to pay attention to what's going on there. Now the thing is that how do we influence customers who are finding you, right? We got to figure out exactly, okay, what we got to work with when it comes to the trends in the market today as well. Maybe we're writing articles or building your website for voice search, GPS, Siri, Alexa, personal devices. All of these are going to be ranking factors when it comes to that Google Map pack. Even if you talk to Alexa and it's like, hey, Alexa, find me the best remodeling companies in Houston, what she's going to do is she's going to go into that map pack and she's going to give you the top 3 results, right? Most of the time, she might even give you the top 1. Google, the little Google boxes, they're definitely going to give you the top 3 results when it comes to that. And figuring out how you're going to do that is really what you need to be focusing on when it comes to growing your business and getting that strategy going. Now, what we want to do ultimately when we're growing your Google My Business is we want to actually do more calls, driving directions, website links, informational content and answers, search queries that actually go onto your Google My Business platform. Google's actually greatly expanded the options within each one of these profiles, and we're going to be here to manage that profile, right? They've included posts, they've included offers, they've included promotions, they've included all sorts of things that are ultimately going to allow you to grow this position, grow this spot inside of Google so that you can start dominating the market that way as well. And we want to make sure that we're managing that profile effectively because, again, as you can see, it's not the person with the most reviews that always wins. Oftentimes it's the person that's just posting on a regular basis, or it's the person that has the best citation campaigns, or it's the person that has the most consistent nav features, right? It's not all down to reviews. You got to actually be active within inside of that. Now, how do you win local search is basically by creating local reach, right? So we got to build you a network from multiple different directories as well. Not only do we got to manage it, we got to generate more reviews for you, do some reputation management, but we got to make sure that your Google My Business listing is keyword-rich descriptions, has complete categories, has geotagging images, you have news posts, product posts, coupons, offers, the Google custom My Maps, you embed a map of the business site, you post an alternate properties, you have multiple data points inside of the My Maps function, right? Making sure that you have consistent name, address, phone number protocols, making sure that you're registered with a bunch of different directories, right? And that's the citation networks, right? We want to make sure that we're going out to the citation networks and saying, hey, Google's at the epicenter of all of this, but there's Bing, Yahoo, 411, Yellow Pages, and all of these directory and listing services that exist inside of the market that will allow you to increase the number of citations that you have to ultimately direct back to your business website, which is also a feature that's on your Google My Business post, right? Does all of this information align with your technical SEO? Does it align with your keyword implementation? Does it align with your location pages? Does it align with the geo content, the embedded maps, the geotagged images? Does it align with your schema markup? Is it all aligned on that website? Is it all optimized to actually work with your Google My Business listing in the first place? And this is what we have to focus on. This is what we have to pay attention to. And again, making sure that we're looking at smart keywords as we do this is going to be super valuable, right? So we'll use an example that's not really related, but it's like, we got pain management in Tucson or Tucson pain management. You change even the order of those words. Tucson pain management is only going to get 11 searches per month, whereas pain management in Tucson is going to get 210 searches on a monthly basis, right? that is a huge factor when it comes to generating more leads, because more leads, more traffic leads to more customer opportunities. More customer opportunities leads to more chances to convert them. More conversion leads to more sales leads to more revenue leads to more profit. And this is what we have to be smart with when it comes to actually doing this. So ensuring that the right keywords are in order is going to be vital to the success of your overall business. So you'll notice, for example, that if we do commercial construction in Arizona or commercial construction in Arizona, you're only going to get a volume of 10, right? Whereas the competition is going to be very high, 30, 32%. But maybe construction Arizona is going to be a 46. Your competition is going to be a 320,000 point factor. We have a difficulty of 47. Okay, that's a little bit more of a difficult keyword, but maybe we go after that. Or maybe we recognize that, okay, well, we're getting 10 here, we're getting 10 here, we're getting 10 here. Why don't we go after these 3 keywords where nobody's really competing that much and capture the low-hanging fruit that exists inside of the marketplace so that we could start optimizing your website specifically for those conversions. And what we do is we implement that inside of our Smart Local Keyword Plan. You've seen this already before. We end up adding that to a perfectly optimized page. We end up optimizing your directories perfectly. We do one-time on-site. It's a great SEO project to go in and take your website to that next level to grow your business and ensure that that Google My Business listing ends up growing. Now, how we create local reach by getting really specific into the citation networks is we get to add, actually, on average we do about 10 of these citations a month, but what we're going to do is we're going to add, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of potential citations, finding out exactly where your competitors actually have their citations listing, doing a citation comparison, and registering them with these companies on a regular basis. We have a database of thousands of these, and we want to add more and more and more each month so that there's a consistent NAP citation. This is another strategy to grow your business inside of the Google My Business listing. You'll notice I haven't even talked about reviews yet. We're going to get to that in a second. But we want to make sure that we're actually creating all of these listings on an ongoing basis so that we can grow your citation network and rank you higher and higher and higher inside of that Google Map pack. And this is exactly what brings it all together, right? We want to make sure that, okay, for pro remodeling, Corso Construction, David's Kitchen, what we want to do is that we want to see that you'll notice that a lot of these guys have actually a strong citation ranking, right? It's rated on a scale of 0 to 100. There's a 49, 57, and 83, and a lot of these guys are going to have the opportunity inside of that network to take advantage of the citations, and they're going to place higher on the maps. They've already done a really good job with that, right? And we want to make sure that it's consistent across all of your databases. So we end up doing things for companies that, maybe we make sure that, okay, we got complete listings, incomplete listings, inconsistent listings. Do we have duplicate listings? Do we need to go in and clean things up to make sure that there's accuracy across all of your directories and your data aggregators? Making sure and monitoring that nothing's being duplicated, that it's all very consistent, that it's all very unison, all very uniform for the keywords that you want to rank for in the first place.